BMW has rolled out its new sports superbike, the S1000RR. It was originally designed for the racetrack, where it's been thoroughly tried and tested. BMW product manager Josef Mechler explains that the bike now has 6 more horsepower, up to a total of 199. Torque has been increased to 113 Newton meters, so the bike has a nice linear power curve, he says, redlining at between 9.5 and 12,000 RPMs. BMW professionals show enthusiastic riders how to handle the bike in courses and on the track. Instructor Stefan Schetzel demonstrates ways to test the Extreme safely. He explains that the simplest and easiest way to learn is to have an instructor or to take a course to learn how to ride on a track. Though it costs money, it's still the cheapest way, considering what learning from painful experience can cost. The lines of the new BMW S1000RR practically scream superbike. Typical for BMW is the asymmetrical fairing. The RR has distinctive gill-shaped outlets on the right, and the fly line running together to a razor-sharp rear. Rudolf Schneider explains that the exhaust system is totally new, dispensing with the front silencer and reducing the overall weight by 3 kilos. The rider can feel the difference in the bike's handling. Before the student drivers head out on the track, the instructors go over the features specific to the RR, such as, for instance, the various ride modes. To be able to control the bike quickly and reflexively, riders have to be familiar with its technology. Stefan Schetzel says you always feel the motorcycle. He compares it to riding a horse, as if it were alive. The bike has a life of its own, but it's up to the rider to keep it under control, he says. The S1000RR is a super bike in every sense. A cutting-edge design together with sheer power makes this beamer one of the fastest motorcycles on the market. Rudolf points out that the bike's suspension can be fully adjusted on the strut and the fork damping for both compression and rebound, and the negative spring travel's been optimized for more banking clearance. And when you really need the bike to leap forward, the optional HP Shift Assistant Pro comes into play. Josef Mechler says riders can up and down shift the RR without hitting the clutch, just by letting up on the gas a little. The technical term for it is blipping. Now it's time to hit the racetrack, one group at a time. The instructor goes on ahead to blaze the trail for the following riders. The RR was designed first and foremost to go fast, but the optional pit lane limiter helps the rider keep the speed under control. Rudolf explains that the pit lane limiter is linked to RPMs. It can be set in the setup menu, depending on the bike's gear ratio when passing through the pit lane. Pressing the start button in first gear, for example, limits the RPMs to 5,500. That equals about 60 kilometers per hour. Josef Mechler adds that BMW Motorrad is offering cruise control for the first time in the super sport segment, as a luxury feature when driving long distances. Before a bike like the 1000RR hits the showroom floor, it has to complete thousands of kilometers on the test track. That's why instructors know both the track and the bike inside and out. Stefan Schetzel explains that an instructor can drive 300 to 500 kilometers in the course of a day, with groups made up of both beginners and advanced riders. He shows them how to work features like the Shift Assistant. He's impressed that it works not just for upshifting, but downshifting as well. And he says the bike runs more smoothly in general. He can hardly feel any vibration at all, which is very important. At the end of the course, the student motorbike riders are ready to head out onto the track on their own. For anyone who's seriously interested, it's a good idea to get acquainted with the nearly 148 kilowatt double R with a professional instructor on a closed track to help minimize the risk of a rude surprise on the road. The course offered by BMW costs only a few €100. That's small change compared to the superbike's €17,200 price tag. Or if you want to try it out before buying, you can just rent one for the training course.